Welcome to Business News. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, has resumed office for a second term. He was received by the bank's deputy governors and took the oath of office. Mr. Emefiele says a new roadmap will be unveiled for the bank and the economy alongside collaboration with the fiscal authorities. He adds that the bank will be more people-focused and better support job and wealth creation going forward.
Our efforts over the coming years to do everything possible in our various offices and capacities to stimulate growth and create jobs in critical sectors of the Nigerian economy, which would help insulate our economy from shocks in the global economy.
Nigerians have continued to experience power outages despite huge investments made by the federal government over the years. This report highlights pains of business owners as a result of incessant collapse of the country's national grid.
According to the latest data from the Federal Ministry of Power, Works and Housing, the total quantum of electricity generated on the grid fell by 1,000 megawatts. This development has continued to impact negatively on businesses and the economy at large. A cross-section of Lagosians who spoke to TVC News say lack of electricity and high billing system have affected profit margins and also made some of them close shop.
When we run on diesel, there are times whereby we buy diesel as much as 10,000, 15,000 a day to power the generating plant we use to power the cold room. So, you know, all these things, you factor the price, the money you use in buying diesel, you factor it into how you fix your price.
Light is not stable. Even recently now we just have the light is not even up to like 2 hours. Right, I say, because sometimes with my BAP customer, the light just get off. Maybe we BAP 300 naira, but when the light get off, we had money. That would still cause misunderstanding between both customers, but still have no choice.
You have to spend more because there's no power supply. You have to spend more because we are going to use the gen for you. They do not want to listen to whatever you have to say because they have to think about their own pockets. Then for us too, if you are using the light, it is better for us because we'll make more money.
Energy analyst Michael Oluwagbemi says the inability of distribution companies to meet our consumers is partially responsible for issues in the power sector.
The work of the discos are simple. They don't produce power. All they need to do is to take power from the transmission company of Nigeria to the last mile and ensure you all get it and you all can be able to pay for it and ensure that investment gets back into the power sector. What they've done basically is that they failed to meter. We failed to do 100% metering. Therefore, the money that is originating from the consumer is not able to get back into the power sector, while also at the same time complaining about tariff. If they were so concerned about tariff, why are they not 100% metering?
Business owners say power is critical to economic growth and development as small and medium-scale enterprises that contribute to the gross domestic product relies on electricity for their businesses to grow.
The Nigerian Export-Import Bank has partnered with the National Inland Waterways Authority and Sea-Link Promotional Company Limited to boost the country's trade in the ECOWAS sub-region. The partnership would enhance Nigeria's annual non-oil exports revenue to $500 million and $1.2 billion annually. The managing director of Nexim Bank, Abba Bello, signed the MOU on behalf of his bank, while the managing director, Niwa Oloronimbe Mamora, and the chairperson of Sea-Link Implementation Committee, Dabney Shalhoma, signed on behalf of their agencies. Mr. Abba adds that the agreement was a public-private partnership framework designed to attract private sector investments under government agencies in facilitative support. Net foreign reserves of the Central Bank of Egypt rose 0.12% on a monthly basis of $44.278 billion at the end of May. The Egyptian government has been putting in place numerous economic measures across various sectors to help revive the country's battered economy. In November 2016, the International Monetary Fund offered Egypt a $12 billion loan aimed at reviving the economy, bringing down public debt, and controlling inflation. And that's it on business news.